6 years ago this week, General Motors filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The filing reported $82 billion in assets and $172 billion in debt. This was the fourth largest bankruptcy in U.S. history, ranked by assets. Between the sale of assets, which included Saturn, Hummer, and Saab, the loans, and bailout money, General Motors survived. Approximately $51 billion in taxpayer money went towards the bailout, of which $39 million was recovered by the U.S. Treasury after selling its stake in GM.
That's 39 billion.
39 billion. What did I say?
Yeah. 39 million.
39 million. 39 billion was recovered. Some research suggests that the bailout may have saved 1.2 million jobs and 34.9 billion in tax revenue. Mitt Romney said these companies should be allowed to fail. Now, if Mitt Romney had taken over GM, he would have made damn sure that it failed, Lewis, the way he did with so many businesses. President Obama does not really get very much credit for what ultimately happened with GM, the same way that he's ridiculed about funding Tesla. And Tesla now, full disclosure, I own 4 shares of Tesla stock. Tesla now is on fire and paid back the government money way ahead of schedule.
And the same applies to some of the bailouts with the financial institutions.
AIG.
In some cases, in some cases, the government has received more back than they put in, and so I guess this was the right decision. To some extent, I agree with Mitt Romney in that in certain situations, maybe companies should be allowed to fail, but I guess this was not one of those situations.
The thing is, we need consistency, right? Either it's the policy of the government not to get entangled with businesses in such a way that then they've sort of created a responsibility to bail them out, or the government is going to make that type of relationship with businesses a normal thing, and then the bailout of such businesses will also be considered normal. And we've seen this with banks and the concept of too big to fail. The problem I have with all of this is the sort of hypocritical double standard cherry picking, particularly based on whether it's a Republican or a Democrat in office, as to where should money be spent, which companies should be bailed out, which industries should be subsidized. There's really a total lack of consistency when it comes to that.
Yeah, and I think it's clear. You have to weigh how many jobs are you saving, how much government revenue in the long haul will you be looking at if you either bail out or let this company fail or industry fail.
Is it an industry where the multiplier effect is higher or lower? Is it an import? Is it a business? Is it an industry or business that exports a lot or that ships jobs overseas? I mean, there's so many ways that we could be looking at this.
Yeah. Is it integral to the advancement of our technology or infrastructure or education, what have you? I mean, I guess there really is a lot to consider.